Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Presenting to you the day one of the 6-month crypto challenge, $1,500 to 250K. Tonight, your host, Mr. Techie, will guide you every step of the way. Here you go, Mr. Techie. Take it away.
Hello, people of the internet. My name is Mr. Techie. As some of you are aware, I have spent a short amount of time preparing this journey for all of us to take. It will be a journey of epic proportions, in which we will embark on the impossible. However, we will make it through, and we will be victors. Anyway, enough with the dramatic stuff. Good evening, good morning, and good night, wherever you are, guys. Welcome to the first stream in what's going to be an epic journey. This is 6 months. 6 months of learning, 6 months of experiencing, 6 months of redefining your life, and going in one person and coming out another. This isn't just about making money. This isn't just about being a trader. This is about being a different person in many different ways. There's a lot of lessons that you will learn. There's a lot of things that you will experience. There's a lot of stories you will hear and a lot of stories you will tell as well. That will hopefully enlighten you and help you understand and help you be a better trader, a better person, and have a better life as the ultimate aim. With me in the server today on voice, we have, I'm going to bring up the list on the side there, hopefully you guys can see it. We have Chakal, Jerome, we have Mr. Cloud Champ Wes, we have Crypto Romeo, who did an amazing introduction there, thank you, brother. We have Dragonwise Simon, we have Dejaclo, and we have Dave, the Grizz. So welcome everyone. Guys in the room, do you want to just say a quick hello to everyone?
What's up, everybody?
Hey guys, it's Simon here.
Hi guys.
Looking forward to getting on this date.
Alright, so guys, the audio levels might be a little bit off. You might have to adjust your headphones slightly. This is the first night, you know, there's always going to be some sort of problem, some teething issue, whatever it is, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let's get on with the journey. Let's get on with what we're going to be getting up to. And let's get on with how things are going to go. So first of all, before we get started, I have a very important question to ask. How many of you have never made a trade before in your life? Now you can either type in the YouTube chat, or you can of course type in the Discord server. So if you've never ever made a trade before in your life, type in I am new, 100% new, right? That will just basically help us get a good idea, because if everybody's done some trading before, then there's no point in us starting from the absolute basics. But what we want to do is we want to make sure everyone's on the same level, everyone understands the same stuff, and then we can take it from there. So I should have had some water before I got on the mic, isn't it? Oh goodness me. So we have one person here saying I am new. I can see another person saying I am new. Okay, so it seems then that we have a few new people here. That's great. That's absolutely great. So what I'm going to say then is I'm going to cover a few of the basics. And during those basics, okay, we're going to try to work through some of the stuff. For you more advanced users, just bear with us, okay? It may seem a little bit boring, but you may also pick up some little hints and tips that maybe you didn't quite realize before. So open in front of me right now is the Binance website. Now usually I would recommend using the Binance desktop app, which ends up looking something like this. Ta-da! But that's like quite intimidating in many, many ways. You know, a lot of people have a look at this and they're like, how the hell do you even work with that, dude? You know, like there's so many numbers, so many graphs, so many everything. How can you work with that? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the Binance web system, which is the most commonly used one. And we're going to slowly over the next few weeks transition into, for those of you who still want to use the web, you can use the web. For those of you who want to move into the desktop app, you can move into the desktop app, or of course the mobile apps. Interesting. I'm just being told by some of the guides here that we've got about a 30-second delay. I did actually tick the setting to have a small delay on YouTube, so I guess maybe there's just an issue somewhere. So we may have a little bit of a delay between chat stuff and things coming back. For those of you joining us just new on YouTube, if you aren't aware, we are all part of a big Discord server. It is the CoinVX Discord server. You can find the link on our website. If you check the description below, you can find the link to the cryptochallenge.io. You can go there and feel free to join our server. There's a lot of great information there. There's a massive, humongous, absolutely amazing community. We do live voice with trading stuff, you know, at least about 18 hours a day every time. So yeah, right. So this is our Binance desktop app, and I have set up a brand new account, and I have just deposited some money into there. Okay. So if you have signed up to Binance, I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys actually. There we go. Oh, that's much better. So this here is the Binance desktop app. Sorry, Binance web app. Okay. And the system is quite simple. Once you have registered and you have verified your account, then you can kind of see, you know, everything that's here. When you log in, this is where you will arrive. Okay. And what is an exchange? An exchange is where you buy one cryptocurrency for another. Okay. So straight off the bat, you can see here you have different markets. Okay. These different markets are essentially, and it's a nice overview here as well. You can always, this is something a lot of people miss. You can always just look at this list and you have an instant overview of what everything is, how much it has moved, etc. We'll explain all of these things. We'll go through them one by one. But we may do a little bit quickly. For those of you who are still new, be sure to join the Discord server. We're going to be around afterwards as well. And you can ask a lot of questions and you can go through and you can recap on anything that you miss. Or of course, just ask in any of the servers, ask in the chat on Discord or ask on the chat in YouTube. And I'm sure someone will be able to point out and help you out over there. Right. It's a lot to say in one breath. So we have 4 different markets on Binance that you can trade with. The primary one and the most common one is essentially BTC, okay, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency that everyone ever hears of, and it's probably the oldest cryptocurrency that anyone will ever know. Okay, its abbreviation is BTC, and generally it is the one where you can do the most trading. I mean, if you have a look at all of this, these are all cryptocurrencies, okay, and all of these can be bought and sold with Bitcoin. Okay. So BTC is the Bitcoin market, and then we have ETH. Sorry, ETH for the non-British guys, because us British we like to say ETH. That's for Ethereum. Now Ethereum is an amazing currency. It's an amazing technology, and it has a currency behind it. And likewise, you can trade with Ethereum in almost every single coin on Binance. You have BNB, which is a Binance direct for them, only for them, this system, which you can also do trading with. And you have USDT, and USDT basically stands for United States Dollar Tether, which is also a cryptocurrency, but its value is directly tied to the United States dollar. In there you only have a few coins you can actually buy and sell with. So for the purposes of this whole course and everything, we are going to be focusing on BTC, okay, Bitcoin. All of our trades are going to be in Bitcoin. Later on, we may do some experimentation with trading in some other things and seeing how they differ, okay? And for those of you who wish to follow trading in a different currency, for example, Ethereum, you have, by all means, you could go ahead and do that. And so we have deposited some money into our account, and I hope everyone else has. So if you go up to the account there, okay, and I'm going to click on estimated value. Okay. Now, this is a question that came up earlier, and I just wanted to clarify it for people because I think maybe some people, kind of this was a bit intimidating for them. So when you go into your account up here and you click on estimated balance, it brings up this screen here. And right off the bat in the top right hand corner, you can see, oh my God, I have 0.16 blah, 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 blah Bitcoin. Okay. This number up here is just simply a total of all of your available balances. Sorry, all of your total balances, not available balances. All of them. That's all it is. It doesn't mean you actually have this in your account. Okay, it just means that the assets that you hold are worth this amount. You can scroll down in the list and you can see the list of coins, which ones you have, which ones you don't, or you can simply tick the box, hide small assets, and it tells you what you have. So I actually deposited this. I actually forgot to deposit this. I deposited this about 20 minutes ago. And essentially, it just arrived a few minutes ago, actually. And so it's worth 0.16 Bitcoin. And currently that price is worth $1,469 up here. So if you ever want to find out a quick estimate, and we will be using this a lot, okay, this is why I'm mentioning this. Anytime you want to get the overall balance of your account, you can come here and you can go to estimated value, okay, and it will tell you the exact value here. We're going to be using this number because this number here, ladies and gentlemen, is the one that we're going to grow until it gets to 250,000. So imagine this, but kind of over here somewhere, starting from here to there. That's our target, okay? How we're going to do that, we will cover that as well, okay? But another thing that we're going to do now is, somebody just mentioned as well, is verification on Binance. Binance, you don't need to verify for small amounts within your account. Right, guys? Or am I wrong with that?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, I had to double check for a second. I was like, maybe. Okay, so if you click on your account, yes, here we go. You have a withdrawal limit. Now, free accounts, unverified accounts, you can withdraw a maximum of 2 Bitcoin per day. So if Bitcoin is worth $10,000 at the time, you can withdraw $20,000. If it's $5,000, you can only withdraw 10. If it's $20,000, congratulations, you can withdraw $40,000 without any verification. Now, as we proceed and as we progress within the challenge, we're not really going to be withdrawing, but we will touch on how to get verified, okay? How to increase your limit to 100 Bitcoin, or in essence, then that would be $100,000, okay? Per 24 hours. So we will cover that as well. There is a very, very important thing here, guys. Two-factor authentication. You have to enable this. Whether you have $1 million in your account or whether you have $5 in your account, you have to enable two-factor authentication. Okay? What this essentially means is that whenever you log into your account, or whenever you come to make a withdrawal, or you do anything related to your account, you need to verify either by SMS or using the Google Authenticator. Okay? If you're unsure as to how the Google Authenticator works, then you could ask in the chat. I'm sure maybe someone can post a video about how it works, and then you can get a good idea. The essential idea of it is that there's a software, an app on your phone, which generates random 6-digit numbers that is directly tied to the system here. So the system will know which 6-digit numbers it should have, etc. Blah, blah, blah. It's a security feature. I've seen a lot of people lose a lot of money because of this, guys. You know, some people are like, oh, I only have $1,000 in my account. I'm not going to bother with it. You know, it's a bit of a hassle. But please do, you know, please do ensure that you activate Google Authentication, or at least SMS authentication as an absolute minimum. You want to do it now before you get used to using your account without security. And then by the time you have $250,000 in there, you're so used to using your account without security that you don't even think about it. You completely forgot about it. And then shit happens. Okay? So rather safe than sorry. All right. We have covered our account. We will cover this in a little bit, guys. You see where it says using BNB to pay for fees? We will cover that a little bit later on. I just realized my IP address on that page. That's okay. It's a revolving IP address for now. Right. Okay, so we have covered the basics of logging in and doing everything. Now, today in the market, I'm just going to bring up my desktop app, just because it gives me a nice quick overview. Today in the market, we have had a lot of stuff going, as you guys can see here. Goodness me. It's been a beautiful day in the market. There's been a lot of action in the market. I have 4 different coins in front of me here, and you can see how their values have kind of changed over the day. So when I sent the funds across to this account, I sent across essentially the approximate value of $1,500. But since then, it's kind of gone a little bit not as good. So what we're going to do now, as a start, is that we are going to go into the actual exchange interface for the web, and we're going to have a very good look at it, and we're going to have a great look and experience of it. I don't use it often, so it's actually going to be a bit of a learning experience for me too, technically, guys. So please excuse me if I make a mistake or if I miss something out. So essentially you come up to exchange and you can select basic, or indeed you can also select advanced. I don't know what the preference is here for people. Guys, do you prefer the basic or the advanced view in general?
I prefer the basic one.
Okay.
Yeah, me as well. Basic.
The desktop apps.
Simon?
Yeah, I'd like to do basic because when you do advanced, sometimes if it's a high volume market, it starts to lag, which can throw you off pretty big.
Okay. Okay, and Jaclo? Or maybe he's just away from mic. Okay, so what we'll do then, guys, is let me go back to my account. So it seems that a lot of people like advanced in the chat, and some people like the basic in the chat. All right, let's work on basic for now, and then we can move on, and we can go into the advanced a little bit later on, and then transition into the desktop app. So, for those of you who are joining us and you are just brand new, welcome to the exchange. Okay, it looks intimidating. There's a hell of a lot of stuff going on here right now. But we'll go through them and I will explain them basically quite simple, okay? We're going to go through it quite simply. And so for those of you who know everything, just follow along. If I make a mistake or something, if anyone asks a question, perhaps you can just comment and reply to them in the chat room. I'm going to start with the main areas, okay? Now the biggest thing in front of you, which is here, okay, is the chart. Now, the chart is a graphical representation, and this is a key thing, it's a graphical representation of how the market has been moving, okay? Each of these little lines, the green and red lines, all of these are known as candles. And essentially, it tells a story. So starting over here, okay, this is actually on my time zone. So right now my time zone is, you guys can see if I move it down here, I am at about 1:15 or 1:26 technically AM. Okay, so here is kind of 18 hours ago, and you can tell the story of how the price of this item has changed over those 18 hours. On the right hand side is the price, okay, up here, and along the bottom is the time. So, these are all candles. Why are some green, why are some red, why are some big, and why are some small? The very basics of it are, each candle has a set amount of time, which is indicated up here. You can see 15M means 15 minutes. Each one of these candles represents 15 minutes worth of time. Okay, so when its time is up, a new candle begins. Okay, and it begins at a single point. Now, if the price increases during that time, the candle will go up. Okay, as indicated by this green one. It started down here and it went up there. And then by the time it came over to the next candle, it started there and it went up there. Now, if it's red, it means it started at the top and it went down to the bottom. That's the basic of green and red. So essentially it means that at any point in time, you can see how the market is moving. So this one here is our live candle. It's still going. Okay, there's no candle after it. And it's red, which means that the value has gone down since the candle started. If it goes green, the value has gone up since the candle started. Now, there is one major rule in crypto trading that we advise everyone to follow, as close as possible. Buy red, sell green. It means buy it when it's on a red candle and sell it when it's going up on a green candle. Never sell it when the candle's going down, and don't buy it when it's already going up. Okay, we will cover this in a bit more detail later on. Okay, but for now, we will just kind of look at this very basically. Does anyone have anything to add about the candles and the graphical chart there? Maybe
I think you got the basics down.
Okay.
Right? If we're just going to focus on the basics, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
okay.
That's perfect.
All right. And guys, feel free to correct me if I say anything wrong or if I miss something or I forget something. Just jump in any time as well, guys, you know? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so we looked at the chart now. So we understand that this can tell us a story of how the market is going at the moment. And it's actually very interesting because right now I can guarantee you a lot of people are running to their screens and they're like, oh my god, TRX is only 494. I'm going to buy a bunch. Which actually makes me think maybe I should do a couple of trades. Right, we have had a look there, okay? Now, looking very quickly on the right hand side here, remember we said there are 4 markets: BTC, Ethereum, BNB, and United States dollar tether. Okay, this is where you select which coin you want to trade. Okay, so you can scroll down the list. Lots of coins, don't worry about them. We will get to know a lot of them very, very intimately. Okay, so there's a lot of coins here, and for now we're just going to look at the price of Bitcoin with United States dollars. Okay, so currently 1 Bitcoin is equal to $9,030. And this percentage over here is how much it has changed over the last 24 hours. So Bitcoin has gone down in price 12.47% in the last 24 hours. It's not in the last day, it's not yesterday, and it's not today. It's exactly 24 hours. All right, so from this point up here, actually it's a little bit further out than that, a little bit further back than there, down to here is a difference of 12.4%. Right, so we've covered this section up here. You just go through, or you can type in the name that you want, and it will filter the coins for you. Okay. I'm going to try and go a little bit faster, guys. I know it's going very slowly, and thank you for bearing with us. Right, next, we have this section down here. We have a buy, and we have a sell. Okay. What's the difference between them? One of them is if you want to buy Bitcoin. Okay. You want to buy Bitcoin on the market. You can put in the price that you want to offer and how many Bitcoin you want to buy. Okay. And then you submit an order. Now, what is an actual order? An order is basically letting people know publicly that I want to buy Bitcoin at this price. You could technically put any price you want. There's nothing stopping you. There's no one stopping you from putting any single price you want. But nobody may, there may be a case of nobody takes you up on your offer. Okay. If you put, I want to buy, 1,000 Bitcoin at $10, nobody's going to take you up on that offer. because it's a lot less than what it's actually worth. Likewise, it's the same with the selling. You can put in here how many Bitcoin you want to sell, okay, and at what price, and then you create an order. Now, where do those orders go? Those orders go on the left-hand side here, okay? They go on the left-hand side here, and this is called the order book. It's a massive book where everyone's orders from across the world, all of their orders get put here. The buy orders are on the bottom, and the sell orders are on the top. Again, you've got green for buys, because the green buy button, and red for sells for the red sell button. Currently, I don't have any Bitcoin, and I don't have any USDT, because my coins are currently in LTC. Okay, so we will have to convert them, and we'll go through converting them. It's not an issue at all. But in fact, let's go ahead and do it now. Okay, so here we have LTC USDT. Okay, and since I sent the money, which was about up here, 147, the price has gone down quite a bit, which is a bit of a shame, but that's okay. So right now what I'm going to do is I can see here I don't have any United States dollar tether in my account. It's a balance of 0, but I do have some LTC. Okay, and I have 10.439999999. It's a strange number, but we will cover that at a later date about fees and how to reduce fees. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look here, and currently it's at 139.38, or I can look over here as well. This is a live price of what the market is willing to pay for one Litecoin. They're willing to pay $139.11. If you watch that number, it would actually start moving around a lot. Why? Because different people want to sell at different prices. So over here, we have the highest buying price. So the guy who's willing to pay the absolute most money, he's at 138.96. But the guy who wants to sell, absolute lowest, is 139.03 at the moment. So that's a difference of about 40 cents. So that's, you know, this is exactly what this is. Let me just check something. Okay, yeah. So this is the buy orders and the sell orders. So if we have some Litecoin right now, and you can see, guys, it's gone green. How can I zoom into this guy? Can we zoom in on the web? Yep, there we go. You just click on the graph, okay, and then you can use your scroll wheel, and it will allow you to zoom in. Okay, so I want to sell my LTC to get some USDT. Okay, technically I can sell immediately. In fact, guys in the server with me, do you think it might be better just to sell directly into BTC for now?
Yeah, I think so. Probably. You also need to get BNB.
We're going to be trading using BNB, right? So in my opinion, it would actually make sense to go into BNB because you'll save on fees. If you're doing, because if you're going to sell into LTC, or I mean into BTC and then into BNB, you're going to, you know, go double. It's going to be like double taxation in a way.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, go into BTC, buy some BNB, and run them through how to do that and how it works.
Yeah, that might actually be better then. Okay, guys, we're going to convert our LTC directly into BTC, into Bitcoin. And then from there, we're going to take another step, which we'll cover a bit later on, which is how you can reduce the fees, okay? So let's go into the top here. We selected Bitcoin because that's the market we want. And we want to trade Bitcoin with LTC or Litecoin. All right, so here we can see now. You're going to say, hold on, why does it say 0.00154 blah, 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 blah? Now this is an interesting thing. Every coin has lots of decimal places after it, which is why BTC, you can have 2, I can never remember, 4, 6, 8 decimal places after the number, okay? And you can have a massive fraction of a coin. So for example, we have 4.333399999. Yep, that's exactly it. And the price is reflected in that. So this price here tells me that for every one Litecoin that I have, it is worth 0.015470 Bitcoin. Okay. I did think that it showed the dollar value, but I guess not. Okay, we have it up here at the top. There's a dollar value up there. Okay, so you guys can follow the dollar value at the top here if you really wish. Okay, just to understand this maybe a bit better. So we're going to want to put in a sell order because we have LTC and we want to sell it for Bitcoin. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come and have a look at the order book right now and just get a good idea of what's going on. Now, the first column is the price. The second column is actually how many Litecoin or LTC the people want to buy or sell. And the third column is how much Bitcoin in total the transaction will be. We're not going to go into too much detail about that for right now, okay? Essentially, the bigger a transaction is, so the bigger the amount is, the harder it will take or the longer it will take for that order to fulfill. I mean, you could imagine a guy coming to your local town and trying to sell 1,000 cars to all the local residents. If you've only got, I don't know, 2,000 local residents, I don't think half of them are going to need a new car. So he's going to have a hard time selling that. And the same thing happens over here. The smaller the order, the faster it is to go. Okay? So if you have a look here right now, we can see this 5.28 reduced. Somebody bought a little bit. Somebody bought a little bit more. Now it's 4.62. Okay? A little bit more. And then somebody bought the rest of it. So you can buy any amount you want. You don't have to fulfill the full order. So if I want to sell 10 Litecoin, somebody can come in and buy 0.1 Litecoin out of my order because I'm offering Litecoins at that price. Is everyone following along, or have I maybe confused someone, or is this all too boring for everyone? Just guys in the chat rooms?
We're good.
Okay, we're good. All right. So, right now, we want to convert our Litecoin. And remember what we said, guys? You buy on red and you sell on green. So what I was secretly doing was just filling in the gap, okay, until this candle went green. And I was sat here going, please go green soon. Please go green soon. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And now it's green. So let's put an order in, okay? We can see here the top price is 155.39, okay? Now it's 155.32. I'm not in a crazy rush to sell. But I know that if I go through and I'm like, it's going to be a little bit of a pain here, you know. If I go,
one thing.
Yep.
Damelon John makes a pretty good point that it might actually, and as Simon said, maybe buy at least one BNB first with the LTC and then move to Bitcoin, just so that you're not getting dinged on one of the dinged the 0.5% on the one first trade.
Yeah,
0.1% I should say. Sorry.
It's 0.1% fee, which is over here, but I don't know why I've got this symbol. I mean, I don't actually have BNB, do I?
I think it's just selected automatically in the settings.
Excuse me while I have one inhalation of my vapor device. Thank you. Right. I do understand that point. Okay, then let the thing is, okay. It's a very, very good point. It's a good point, but I'm worried that maybe somebody might get lost along the way, okay, and wonder why we're buying into BNB and then we're converting our LTC and then we're doing this and then we're doing that.
We can explain that pretty easily.
Okay, so guys, the way exchanges work and the way that they make money. Okay, let's go back to the basics of how the business of an exchange works. They allow you to log in. They allow you to use their system. They allow you to create orders which go into their order books, which other people can then see. And they make money by charging fees. Okay, so usually the Binance fee is 0.10%. Okay, so any transaction you make on their system, they will take a 0.1% fee. Let me say that again, a 0.1% fee. It's a tiny amount, okay? Don't worry about it. Don't be like, oh my God. There's exchanges out there that take, what is it, 0.25, 0.5 even, I think. Some exchanges in Brazil take 0.5% fees, okay? So, Binance takes 0.1% fee, but they give you a 50% discount, i.e. down to 0.05%, if you have some of their coin, and their coin is called BNB. Binance, the exchange, has their own coin called BNB. If you have some of their coin in your system, it will take the fees from there and it will offer you a 50% discount. Is that clear? Does everyone understand how fees work and how we get a discount? Okay. So doing this, okay, what we're going to do now is we're actually going to buy some BNB, okay, so that they take the fees out of BNB and not out of our coin that we're trading with. Because, say for example, I'll give you guys an example. Imagine it like this. Back to basics. You're at a market and you have apples. And you want to trade with a guy, okay, at the market for some pears. Now the market owner, he wants his cut. So he says to you, you can come into my market, but you got to buy these little tokens from me. Or I take a bite out of your apple. Every apple you sell, I'm going to take a little bite out of it. That's essentially how exchanges work. So if you don't use their token, every single one of your apples is going to have a little bite out of it. And then you're going to end up with some like leftover bits of apple in your basket that nobody's going to want to deal with. And that is called dust. So if Binance was to take the fee out of our Litecoin, it would leave very small, tiny little traces that we can't sell. And that is called Binance dust. So in order to avoid dust and in order to pay less fees right now, the first trade we're going to make right now is we are going to buy BNB. So we come up to the top here, we select BNB. We have LTC. So type in LTC, click on that, and let's buy some BNB. It's actually going nice and green actually, so it's a good trade. So the current price for one there we go. Okay, so I was a bit worried there right now. So we want to buy some BNB, or technically we are selling LTC to BNB because we're in the BNB market. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we want to buy kind of let's buy a nice amount from now. I don't want to go and then come back and then go and come back and go and come back. Okay, so my plan initially was to buy 5 BNB. Okay, so if I click on 25% or 50% or 75 or 100, it will take my balance here and put that amount of it into the amount of LTC that I want to sell. And underneath here, it calculates for me how many BNB I will have. So we only want 5 BNB. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to put in 0.5. I said 5, not 6.5. Okay, 0.5 equals to 7.69 BNB. I'm going to go a bit lower. Remember we have up here this 43999999999. Why don't we get that? and put that in here. Okay, that didn't quite work. Okay, so let's get rid of the leftover of our LTC. Okay, and we're going to buy BNB with it so we can reduce our fees. We're going to get 6.7 something BNB in our account. And every trade we make, a 0.05% fee will come out of our BNB balance. Now, I forgot to actually check what the market rate is right now. Oh god, and we're on a red candle. Okay, I think we can still do this. So here's the smallest market rate up here, 15.38. Okay, 15.39. I can see there's a bit of action around there. So I'm going to put in 15.38. Okay. I'm not in any rush, but we want to move on with this tutorial. Usually I would put it a little bit higher and wait for the market to move in order for people to buy it. And I'm going to click sell. And that's it. Now you can see over here, indicated by the orange triangle, that one there is my order. Okay, 0.439999, and it was, I can't remember how much. Now, you're going to notice now this number's going up. Why is it going up? Well, people decided they want to sell at that price too. So how do I know whether my ones happened or not, or what's going on with mine? If you scroll down in the page, you can see here the date and the time you placed the order, the pair. Oh, it's gone now, isn't it? Ah, typical. We can do it on the one below. The date, the time, the pair, what type of order, and we will cover the types of orders maybe this week. What we did, we sold. What the price was, okay? How much we sold. Remember, we're selling LTC. Okay, sorry, the amount. How much of it actually sold, because sometimes not everything sells. And how many BNB we got in the end. Okay, just for giggles, guys. What I'm going to do is just to show you guys. I'm going to put in a ridiculous order. Okay. This is going to work, right? 350. Wait. Yeah, this is going to work. Okay, so I'm just putting in a ridiculous order, okay? Because I want to show you guys what it looks like when you've got open orders. Okay, I'm going to click sell. This order isn't going to go through because there's a million people between 15. Look at how many people there are just on 15 BNB and a little bit of cents before they get to this amount. Okay, so when you put in an order, usually it will appear here. You can have the date, the time, the pair, LTC, what you're selling, and what you're going to sell into. The type, a limit order, again, we will cover that again. And then we have the price that you set, the amount that you want to sell of the first coin, LTC. And this is a key thing, filled in terms of percentage. Now, if the market is going up and down, somebody might decide, hey, yeah, I like that price, I'm going to buy a little bit. But then you still have some left that you're selling. So what you can actually track is how much of your amount, remember I wanted to sell 0.1, actually sold, or you actually bought. How much of your order was filled as a percentage. And then here you have the total price overall. Okay, so let's just cancel that. Right, now we have our BNB. So now we get to pay really nice cheap fees, correct? And we still have 10 Litecoin. Let's go into Bitcoin. Okay, and the Bitcoin to Litecoin pairing. And we can have a look at the price right now. Okay, so the current price of Litecoin is $138.67. Okay, and before we buy anything else, we want to go into Bitcoin, because once we go into Bitcoin, it will enable us to buy all these other coins that we like. Okay, so we currently on a green candle, which is really good. Okay, to me it looks like we're going up. As you can see, it started off really small, it didn't really move that much, and then it got a bit bigger, Okay, so this to me is like, hey, yeah, you know, we're going up now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to anticipate the movement of the market by putting in an order, not at the current price. Remember, these two numbers here along the left, these two numbers are the most recent orders. Or sorry, they're not the most recent orders. They're the closest orders to the central point. Okay. So one guy wants to buy for 40 or 30 now, and one guy wants to sell for 40. I'm going to anticipate the market's going to grow a little bit more. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm going to come and say, maybe it will be a bit crazy. What I'm doing now, guys, is I'm just moving the mouse up and down on the graph. And I'm trying to see where the previous points were. Okay, that people bought and sold at. So I'm going to come here, and we're going to sell at 5574. If you click on the number over here, it fills it in. So you see these numbers here, in both the buy and the sell. Any number I click, it fills it in. You don't always have to type in the number. Okay, you can just come and click, choose a point, and sell. So I think I'm going to want to actually sell at, I'm going to click on 61, and then I want to sell at 64. So it's between 61 and 72. Okay, I'm going to put my order in there. Now, how much do I want to sell? Well, I don't really want to do anything with my Litecoin, so I'm going to sell it all. And it actually looks like the market is moving down a bit now. Okay. Usually I would just put in the order and I would leave it and we would wait. But being live with you guys on here, yeah, it's kind of making it a little bit difficult. Because then we're going to end up sitting here watching the charts for like 15 minutes. Waiting for stuff to happen. Alright, I'm just watching it right now. I'm trying to see how it's going to move. It's currently on red, and we don't really want to buy on red. Guys on the server, has anyone had a look at Bitcoin on their system to see which way it's moving? Just to get a rough idea of how things are going.
It's heading down.
Moving downward.
At 8,890.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely moving down.
All right. All right, so for right now, guys, what we can see here is, you remember we put in 15564? Well, that guy's all the way up here now. The market has moved quite a bit. Look at all these orders that came in. Okay? The market is moving down. So, why is the market moving down? Well, it's moving down because the primary coin, Bitcoin, is going down in value compared to the USDT. If we come to USDT, it's going down in value. Now, I was hoping to sell LTC into BTC, so then we can just do some trades directly. But for now, I think it might be worth just selling LTC. Oh god, that's even worse. It's not a good day to get started, is it, guys?
Murphy's Law.
Okay. Remember, guys, the rule is buy red and sell green. And we want to sell LTC, and this candle ain't green. You can always, I mean, it's not like a rule that you can't click to buy and sell. No, it's just very good advice to buy on when a candle is red and sell when a candle is green. Ooh, someone, I saw a recommendation in the chat, Ethereum. Let's have a look at Ethereum. It's green. It's going up. I think it may confuse people if we go LTC into Ethereum and then Ethereum into something else.
We're going to be doing most of our trading with BNB, correct?
No, we're going to do most of the trading with BTC, with Bitcoin.
Oh, really?
But we're gonna use BNB, of course.
We will always hold a small amount of BNB, okay, just for the fees. But the majority of trading will be done with BTC.
Oh, okay. Well, I was unaware of that.
Yeah. See, even this one's gone red now. Okay, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. It's flipping between red and green. This is gonna be fun, isn't it? And this guy's got a nice big red candle. That means the candle started up here, and then it went all the way down to here. This is the open. This is when the candle started, and this is where it will close, if it gets close to the time, which is in 4 minutes. All right. Does anyone in the chat have any questions? If you do, please ask them while I try to work out with my fellow team here. Any ideas, guys? What we should do? We don't want to start off selling red and breaking the rule on the very first day.
Yo, just wait.
Someone's suggesting buy at market price to move on. Someone is saying do Ethereum.
I wonder if we could chat about something else in the meantime and see how the next 5-10 minutes goes.
Yep. I think that is the best thing, guys. I'm not going to rush into this. You know, trading is about patience, and I guess you guys get to experience firsthand now. You know, the very first move that we make, we're gonna have to practice this patience. So
that's one of the best moves.
It is. And if you learn this move of patience, then you can really start to make some good things. And we're going to watch it now, okay? This is the price right now, and we're going to be patient. And let's see which way it goes, okay?
And I wonder if this would be a good segue into FUD and FOMO for the newcomers?
Ah, that is very, very true. Yep, that will be very, very good and very, very interesting. Let's see. Who wants to introduce FUD and who wants to introduce FOMO?
Sure, I can talk about FOMO.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do FOMO if someone wants to do Chinese food.
Yeah, I'll do FUD. Go ahead. You can do FOMO.
Alright, so with FOMO, what it stands for is fear of missing out. And so a lot of the time, unfortunately right now, we're in a terrible bear market. But as soon as we hit a bull market, you're going to see a lot of green. And with some coins, there's going to be a higher percentage than others. And so what happens, if you have a nice BTC stack and you see a coin going up 20%, you want to hop on that train really badly. And what you're experiencing is FOMO. But rule number one is that you buy red and you sell green. So with FOMO, what you have to watch out for are those urges to buy these coins that are exploding in price. Because at any moment, those coins could decrease and, as we call it, dump on you. As John likes to say, they'll dump on your face. So with FOMO, just make sure that you keep your emotions in check and try and find a good entry point, which usually means buying red.
Okay.
And yeah.
That's a great explanation. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just going to simplify it a little bit. FUD stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And it is a commonly used tactic to scare people out of the market, such as, look at the price right now. People are FUDding. People are getting out because they're scared. That's what is causing the bear market. And definitely don't sell if you're holding coins right now. Yeah, there's not really too much to explain about FUD. It's just a scare tactic. Yep.
And I guess I'll just add one thing, that the main thing that connects those two is emotion. And in order to be a really successful trader, you do have to kind of remove emotion from the equation and focus on what's in front of you.
Yep, I agree with all those points, guys. When I first started trading, I suffered a lot from FOMO and I suffered a lot from FUD. I would see a coin is going up and I would go like, oh my God, I can make some profits here. I should do it. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to make profits. And I would buy into a coin where the graph is already, you know, if there's one candle, I'll be like, oh, maybe it's going to come back down. But when I see like a second one, like here on the chart, I'll be like, oh my God, it's going to go up. It's going to go back. I got to buy. And I buy. And guess what happens? It turns red. And then it starts to go down. And then the opposite kicks in. And then you're like, shit, it's going down, I gotta sell, oh my God, I don't want to lose money. And then you sell. And then it goes green. And then it starts to go up again. And then you FOMO again, you're like, oh my God, I'm missing out on profits, oh my God, I'm gonna buy again. And then you buy, and the shit just keeps on repeating over and over and over again. Okay. FOMO is a massive psychological thing. And we're going to be talking a lot about psychology, okay, and a lot about mentality, and a lot about how you can change the way you look at charts and think, okay, and make better trades. Because 90% of the time, FOMO leads to a bad trade. You lose money, okay? And so that's why we say you buy when it's red and you sell when it's green. You buy a coin when it's going down, and you sell it once it's going up. FUD, on the other hand, the majority of FUD in the crypto market comes in the form of news, rumors. Oh my God, this coin is gonna go bankrupt. Oh my God, these guys got arrested. Oh my God, you know, their servers got, oh my, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And when people hear that stuff, they're like, oh my goodness. Litecoin, it's going to go downhill. I better sell now and get out. Otherwise, I'm just going to lose all my money. And that's the same effect. You know, it happens all the time. All the time, guys. Okay, I just got a very quick message from someone telling me, and it's directly in front of me, I wasn't even looking at it. We're green. Over here, you can see it's green right now, right? So let's quickly go and make an order. Before we wanted to do around, what did we want to do again, guys? What was it? Around here, 6.4 or something we said? Or was it higher? No, I think it was higher up. We're going green. I want to see how this here continues a little bit first. A new candle started. Remember we were on the red guy here. A new candle started, because if you guys look at the time, we're now 3 minutes past whatever o'clock it is where you are. Okay? And the candles start. They're 15-minute candles, so they start every 15 minutes, on the hour every hour. Or on the quarter every quarter. So let's have a look now and see. We're already up to here. 154.94. It's green. And it started down here at the bottom of the green. And it went up to here. That tells me it's going up a little bit. So I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm not going to go crazy. And I'm going to say I want to put in at 155.15. It's a nice number. Okay? So I want to sell all of my Litecoin. All of my LTC. Why? Because I want to be trading in Bitcoin. I only used Litecoin to transfer the money in. Okay? I don't care about Litecoin. I don't have it. I don't like it as an investment. It doesn't have that much of an investment value to me. But by being in Bitcoin, it's going to enable me to buy coins that do have an investment value. Coins that do have potential of massive growth. So we said 155.15. If you look in the side here, oh, somebody's already gone and put it in. I don't like putting on with big orders. Maybe some other people maybe kind of like it. I don't, so I'm just going to go down to 155.14. I want to get in before that big guy. He's selling 30. I'm only selling 10. So I'm going to get in before him. I'm going to click the 100% button. It's going to put in my 10 Litecoin into here. It's telling me I'm going to get 0.155, etc. Bitcoin. And now I'm going to click sell. And now you can see my order up here. And it seems like someone else came in and had the same idea we had. Because I put in only 10. Oh god, and now they're adding on more. Are you guys all copying us? Oh god.
Oh, they are copying us.
I really hope that isn't the case, guys.
So, a new challenge.
If anyone is doing this and you're following along, you could put it on 13. Okay? Or you could put it somewhere else. Or you could just leave it. Okay, the order above us actually disappeared. Did you guys notice that? So remember the big order that was on 15? The guy who wanted to sell 30 or 20 or something? He's now disappeared. He saw us and he got intimidated by the looks of it. Okay, or he saw our order and how many people came in on this number. Okay, and he got a little bit intimidated. Now is where the patience comes in. We are going to watch here very carefully. And we're going to see how close we can get to our order. Now, holy shit.
No,
John,
I'm just joking.
Just wait.
I'm just joking.
Oh, you troll.
That's hilarious, though.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but one of our very own team members here, he decided to play a little bit of a joke and offer up for sale 200 LTC. Okay, all right, let's get back to it. So we're going to wait now. We're going to see, do we get high enough to go up to this number here and sell our Bitcoin? There's a lot of orders between us. Okay, there's a guy here selling for 22.50. Okay, let's see how much of his order gets eaten. So far, no one's interested. Oop, there we go. Large amount. Someone came in and bought a large amount. Okay, and now we carry on going up. Okay, oop, another order. It's getting eaten a little bit. This is what you call when the order, little bits of it go away. When people buy it, as you say, the wall. Okay, it's called a wall because, as you see, there's this red bar. This red bar indicates an average of the coins here and how much it kind of represents. Okay, this is called volume. We'll also go into that into a bit more detail. So now these walls are being eaten. Okay, people are buying little bits of the orders. And so far, where are we actually? Oh wait, we sold. Did I miss that?
Yeah, we've been sold.
Oh wow, okay, we got, well, okay. When I didn't even, I missed that completely. Okay, we sold. Way, congratulations guys. Okay, I should pay maybe a little bit more attention. Right, so we sold at 0.15514. If we come down to the bottom here, remember we sold some BNB. Okay, and then we made that stupid BNB order just to show you guys the point. We can see over here that it cancelled. And then we sold 10 Litecoin at a price of 0.015514 Bitcoin per Litecoin, which gave us a total of 0.155140 Bitcoin. So ladies and gentlemen, we now have Bitcoin. What does that mean? Well, we've got Bitcoin on the left here now. We have a Bitcoin balance. We could rebuy Litecoin, but there isn't really any point in doing that, is there? Okay, so let's go and have a look at how much our value is worth right now. Guys, I'm going to use this number here now as our official starting number. We are officially starting this challenge $80 short. Okay, it doesn't matter what you start with. Okay, it's important that once you get to a stage like this where we can actually start to buy and sell things. Right now our challenge starts with $1,420.28. Okay, so I like my Uncle Google. And I'm going to come here and I'm just going to paste that number in there so I don't need to remember it, because that number is going to change as the value of Bitcoin goes up and down. This number here is going to change. So, yep, we are not starting with 1,500. So we're making the challenge a little bit harder on ourselves. All right. But That's fine, because within a few hours we should be back up to 1,500. All right. Now we are in Bitcoin. And back on this deposits and withdrawal page, or when you go to your account and you click on estimated balance, you can see here Bitcoin. We have some Bitcoin and we have some BNB or Binance coin. And you can see how much Binance coin we have. And you can see how much Bitcoin we have. Their value in Bitcoin and then their total. So, as you can see here, this price is already updated. So let's go and see how much we've made. Guys, we just made $23 and a few cents. Congratulations. Don't get happy. This is a market. Okay? Prices go up and down. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Lapchong is upset. He says, Techie, why do you ignore us? I am not ignoring you, sir. Let me scroll up and try and read your comments again. Okay. I am not ignoring you. I don't see where the question really is. You are asking why we don't use Satoshi value. You are asking what we're doing with DLT. We're not doing anything with DLT. You are asking what trolls. You are asking what are you guys doing with DLT again. Yeah, we're not doing anything with DLT, sir. We haven't mentioned DLT. DLT, for those of you who aren't aware, is another token. It's another coin that you can purchase and you can sell. Yeah. So, he's holding DLT and wondering. Yep, this is, you can go to the Discord server and you can ask in the general trading room. But right now in you are referring to Satoshi value. Okay. It's a very good question. It's a valid question. We might as well cover it now then, since the market is a little bit tipsy-turvy. Guys, in trading cryptocurrencies, there are two schools of thought. The first school, well, there's two ways to calculate your worth. The first way is to calculate a dollar value over here. And the second way is to calculate what they call your Satoshi value. Okay. What the hell is a Satoshi? Let's ask Uncle Google. And I know what a Satoshi is, guys. Okay. I know exactly what a Satoshi is. But I want to show you guys how easy it is to find out information that you don't know. You come to Google. You type in Satoshi. You click on the first link. And it will explain to you that, and I'll do it in a dramatic voice, okay? The Satoshi is currently the smallest unit of a Bitcoin currency recorded on the blockchain. It's a fraction of a Bitcoin, to summarize. It is 100 millionth of a single Bitcoin. And you can see here, let's zoom in. Oh, holy mother. 0.000000001 Bitcoin equals a Satoshi. Okay. Why is it called a Satoshi? Because it's named after the anonymous founder of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay. So if we ever talk about Satoshis, we're talking about the fraction of a Bitcoin to 8 decimal places. So some people like to look at their Satoshi value, which is this number here, and compare the size of their portfolio with the Satoshi value. Personally, for me, Bitcoin is too volatile for me to follow the Satoshi value for the purposes of this journey. So, for this journey, we said we want to go from 1,500 United States dollars all the way up to 250,000 United States dollars. So it kind of only really makes sense that we use the dollar value to track our progress, because the value of Bitcoin will keep on going up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, is that clear for everyone? All right, so now then, we are here. We have made our first trade. We can see our balance. We have taken note of our starting amount. And just to make it a bit easier on you guys, let's make it nice and big and juicy, okay?
Dang, Litecoin, green candles now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really, really green. Oh, it was, yeah.
People are watching the stream now and they're like, oh, we gotta go, we gotta do that. Let me go and have a look.
No
I'm gonna go to
FOMO.
basic. Okay, and we can see Litecoin, Bitcoin here. It's not that bad. It's okay. There was a big wick on this candle. So guys, these lines that you see sticking out of the candles, they are called wicks. W-I-C-K-S, like the wick of a candle. And essentially what it means is that at some point in time, the candle was all the way up here. You see where that wick ends? It's difficult to put my mouse over it with the chart, but right there. It reached there at some point, and then it came back down to here. Okay? For now, don't worry about what that means when there's a giant wick. Okay? We're going to cover that later. But essentially right now, Litecoin is going up. But it's okay. We made our trade, and we're going to move on. Never ever look back and regret and say, oh man, if I just waited 10 minutes and sold, or oh man, I should have just bought like at that price when I did that thing, but the people from the place called me and then, oh man. Don't live in regret. Okay, we've had an insane market today, and it has really been a test of my patience and a test of my regret, because there's been so much amazing action on the market. And I've been really busy today getting on with a lot of stuff. And then I come back and I'm like, oh man, look at that. It was beautiful. Oh, it would have been so nice to sell there. But shit happens. It's always going to go back up and it's always going to come back down. Okay? So, let's go back now to our sheet. Guys, now that we have made our first trade, I think it's going to be important to tell you guys how you and how we will track our progress for this whole journey. Okay? So we're going to name this sheet up here the Crypto Challenge. I'm using Google Drive. Okay? You don't have to use Google Drive. If you don't have a Google account, you can just start off using Excel. If you don't have Excel and you don't have Google, I would suggest at least signing up to Google, okay, and getting a Google account, even if you just use it for the Google Sheets feature, which is similar to Excel. If you're on a Mac, I think there's a Mac system. Anyone know what the Mac system's called?
You can use Excel too.
Okay.
But I have no idea.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, guys, this was our starting balance, okay? I'm going to delete this number below because I'm not really interested in that. And for now, I don't want all this extra stuff in here, you know. I just want a nice, simple number like that. Okay. And then, give me 1 second. Let me go into document settings. Oop, wrong one. Spreadsheet settings. And I am going to change this to United States since we're working in dollars. There we go. Okay. So we are starting with, I'm going to click the dollar symbol up here. We are starting with $1,420.28. We want to track how much we're going to make. Okay. And it's entirely up to you whether you track it on a daily basis, or you track it on a weekly basis, or you track it on a monthly basis. In order for us to go from 1,500 all the way to 250,000 in 26 weeks, which is essentially 6 months, okay, 6 months, 26 weeks, same thing. We need to make an average of Oop. Let me just mark this as a percent. We need to make an average of 22.5% profit per week. Okay, so our challenge, we are going to look at the charts per week, and we're going to update, and we're going to put in, and we're going to see how much money we make. Initially, and this is only initially, guys, initially I am also going to track the daily profit and loss. Okay, so what I'm going to do is down here where it just says sheet 1, I'm going to double click on it, and I'm going to call it weekly. And then I'm going to come in, I'm going to create another one, and I'm going to call it daily. So for our daily one, we want the same thing. We want a starting balance. Okay, we want that one there. So for now, I'm going to copy this, come here, and paste it. Okay. What is the date today? Where I am, it's already the 2nd of February. It's 2:21 a.m. But because we're doing this according to the EST time zone, I'm going to put in the 1st of February. Okay. So we're going to come in and we're going to do American style. Let's do it American system. That's the date. Okay. Let me just move that one down. So this here, guys, right now I'm showing you how to track your progress. Okay, just in case anyone isn't clear. So I'm going to put in the date. And here I'm going to put start, end, difference, and a profit. And let me write it in profit / loss percent. Okay. So today we are starting with $1,420.28. Okay. And then we will go through, and every day we will put in an end. And now we want to get the system to calculate. I'm going to show you guys the calculation just so that then we don't have to get back to it all over again. Okay. One thing you can always do is once you've written in one date, you see this little square, this little block in the bottom right hand corner. Click on that and drag it all the way down until we get to about here. And the system will automatically fill in all of the consecutive dates. You see that? Right. Great. So let's imagine that we ended today at 1,445.22. So the difference column, we want it to calculate what the difference between these two numbers is, right? So what we do, you put in the equal symbol. Can you guys see this, or do you want it maybe a bit bigger? Is that okay for everyone, I hope? All right, so we're going to do the equal symbol. Remember, we're in this column, and we're going to tell it, take the end. Let's start that again. Take the end number over there and subtract the start number. That's going to tell us how much we made in profit or in loss. Now, that's in a dollar value, remember? These three here are all dollar values. Now we want to work out the profit and loss. Okay? So, what we can do is we can come in and we can do equals. Now, this is important. We need to do a calculation, okay, of what we ended with divided by what we started with. Close that, okay, and that's going to give us a number. 1 point something, okay? What is 1 point something? 1 point something means 100%, that's 10%, that's 1%, that's 0.1%. And if I click on the percentage thing where it formats it as a percentage number, You can see we 101.76%. But we didn't make 100%. We didn't make 100% profit, did we? It's only 24%. And that's because when we did that calculation, we're just dividing the numbers. We need to subtract the original amount. We do that by doing -1. Let me just check my messages, guys. I just got a message from... Who did I get a message from? Okay. I just got a notification that I got a message from someone and I can't actually find the message. So sorry, guys. If you are there. We have some messages. Ah, yes, Damilon. Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, so here now we can see that 24%, okay, is equal to 1.76. Sorry, $24 is equal to 1.76% profit. Okay. This will allow you, as you go throughout, okay, and you start to make more and more money. Oh, yes. Okay, so remember how we pulled down for the dates and it filled them in? You can do the same thing here. If you select these two columns with the calculations in, and you pull these guys all the way down, then it'll fill all of these in. That's just an error because there's no numbers, okay? So as we can see here, if we start with that amount, if we start with that amount and we end with that amount, we've made almost $80. That's 5.4%. And then again, you can go through. Now, one thing that I like to do, there's only 24 hours in a day, and I like to just calculate the start and end, okay? So what I tell the system is I tell it always, my start date is equal to the end date from before, like that. And then I also go through and I go, all the way to the end. Now, anytime I type in an end date here, watch what happens in here, okay? I'm going to type in 1625. Instantly, it knows. I'm going to type in 254445, whatever it is. Instantly, oh wow, we made 15,000%, guys. Guys, we've got $250,000. Thank you for taking part in the challenge. I hope you all had a good night and a good time. I hope you guys learned everything. You should all be absolute masters now of the challenge, and yeah. Oh, I'm just kidding. So, what you can see is by doing this, guys, you can easily track your profit per day or even per week. You don't have to just do this per day, you can do this per week. And you can work out how you are progressing, okay? There will be slow weeks, there will be fast weeks. There will be slow times, there will be fast times. Okay. So tracking your overall performance, this is a nice way to do it. Now, there's one more calculation thing that I want to share you guys before we end for the night, because we've already been going for an hour and a half. Okay. And that is the trades. What is the trade sheet? The trade sheet is where you're going to write in what you bought a coin for and what you sold it at and how much profit you made on that coin. Selling and getting a profit on a coin is an important thing. And when you have fees, you also got to account for how much the fees come into that. Now, I have a fairly complicated one that I use for my trades, and I'm not going to show it to you guys because it's a bit chaotic and it's really messy, but I'm going to build it for you guys quite simply. Okay, here you put coin. Okay, here buy rate, how much you bought it for. Okay, here, sorry, first column we might as well put date as well. Okay, here we're going to put in minimum sell. That is going to be the price that you sell it for at the absolute minimum. 5% profit. that will be the price that you sell it at if you want 5% profit. 10% profit. Again, don't need to explain it once more. And here, actual sell, actual profit. Looks a little bit daunting, doesn't it? You suddenly have a lot of these columns here. Okay, and so it's like, Techie, what the hell's going on, man? Is this whole challenge just going to be about us using Excel or something? Okay. Let me see here. Just a question came in. Jake, I don't know why I've got that little thing. Jake Winnie, Techie, when it's a negative, it still shows profit. How do I make it show a negative value for the day? Well, let's have a look at that. So, let's delete our fake ones for now. Let's just keep 2. Okay, let's just simplify it. So imagine we started the day with that, and we ended with 1387. It goes to a negative, dude. If you make a loss, it goes to a negative. If it's showing a positive, then you would have swapped these two around. Remember, you want to put the first one needs to be the end, and the second one needs to be the start. Okay? So, have a check at that, and if it still doesn't work, then come back to me and we will go through it. Guys, I would give you a template. I know it's like, it would be great to have a template. This is all being recorded, and as Jackalo says, you will learn it. If you do it yourself, you will understand it a million times better. Okay, this video is recorded. You can play back this. You can watch it 10 times, 15 times if you need to. Then you can go through. Essentially, I'm going to summarize it after we come and do the next one, and then we can end for the night, and then you guys can have access to the recording. Okay. Okay, so now we are talking about our trades. So how do we use this sheet? We are going to be buying different coins. I want to buy a coin called ABC. And when I buy it on 02/02/2018, this date has no significance. Okay? It has no significance. I just use it as a historical fact. So that in 3 months, when I want to come back and remember, oh yeah, I bought that coin at that rate. Ah, then I sold it at that. Wow, you know, okay, that was good. All right. So here we put the date and here we put the coin. Now, buy rate. For the buy rate, remember we spoke about the Satoshi value. All right, so let's take an actual coin here. Who would like to suggest a coin from the server, guys? Just to use as an example. Should we use my comical yo-yo?
There's Yo-Yo XRP's on a really good dip right now, if you want to have a look at that.
Let's have a look at XRP. Okay, I'll tell you what, guys. For the sake of this series, this will be our coin of reference for all educational purposes. Do not buy this coin, okay? I just absolutely love the name of this coin. It is called Yo-Yo. And if you come back and you have a look at its history, and let's go to even like 1 day maybe, you can see that it likes to kind of go up and down and up and down. All coins do this, but this coin has a special place in my heart for that, okay? So we're going to look at Yo-Yo coin. So imagine we bought Yo-Yo coin right now, okay? What I would do is I would come down to the bottom here, and I would take this number, I would copy it, except for that's not really for Yo-Yo. So let's take this number here, copy it. As soon as I've bought it, I take the number that I bought it at, and I paste here. And make sure you do this. If you just come in and you just right click and you select paste, the text comes in all ugly, right? Okay. If you're a keyboard user, when you come to paste, do Control or Command, Shift. The Shift is the important bit, and V. And it just puts in the numbers, doesn't add anything else. If you're a mouse kind of person, you right click, you go to Paste, Special, and then values only. And you can see there's the shortcut for it. Control-Shift-V. Okay, so we paste that in there. Now, these next 3 columns will be automatically calculated. Okay, how do we do that? The minimum amount we want to sell for is so that we don't lose any money, correct? We never want to lose money. But we have to pay fees. So technically, if we sell at the same rate, we are losing some money because there's fees. So, up here now, I'm going to put here, Binance fees equals to 0.05%. Okay? And if I click on the percent side, 0.05%. Okay, so let's make this easy now. I'm going to press equals to that one. Okay, we want to get that one plus. No, this isn't. No, sorry, that's my bad. I'm going to multiply this by. Remember, I want to multiply it by percentage. When I do the brackets, it does the calculation that's in the brackets first, and then it does the rest of the calculation. So I want to do 100%, plus, oh man, D1, I'm going to close the bracket. All right, now, it's a big ugly number. What I told it is that I want to multiply C3, which is my buy rate, and I want to multiply it by 100%, so 100% of this, plus D1, which is my Binance fees. Okay, and that gives me, I need to sell at a minimum of 18339 blah 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 blah. That's an annoying number, guys. There aren't that many satoshis. So how do we do this? We come here and we click to reduce the number of decimal places until we have 8 digits here. All right, I'm going to do that for all of these guys. Oops, I don't know what happened there. Did I switch on percentage? That's because there's a percentage in the top. Okay. I'm just going to move this across here, and then we can do this. Okay. So now, because I clicked on that, and I told it add a 0, it added a 0 onto here. I told it go back, because remember we only want 8 digits here. Then we get our price. Okay, so the minimum I need to sell for is 1834. If I want a 5% profit, I come here. And I say I want you multiplied by 1.05. 100% of this plus 5% profit. Okay, and again then we have this same issue. How did I do this before? Maybe let's move this guy all the way over here. Okay, let's select these guys. Right, we'll do them after. We're going to keep diverging like this. For 10% profit, we want to tell it you, sir, are equal to the minimum sell multiplied by 1.1. Remember, that's 100%, that's 10%, and what would come after would be in 1%. Okay, now you can select these two again. Oops, we're going the wrong way. There we go. All right, so now we have 8 decimal places after here. So now you guys can see at a very, very, very quick instant, okay, these numbers will fill in automatically, okay? You can see at a very, very quick instant how this is all going to work. In fact, to simplify it, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this one here multiplied by 1.0005. That's the same as multiplying it by this number up here. I'm just going to do it in mathematical calculation for you guys. Okay, And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through them one by one so you can see the value up here. Okay, that's the calculation for that guy. That's the calculation for the guy next to him. That's the calculation for the last guy. So if I want to get 10% profit on this sale, I have to sell for at least 2017 Satoshis. Okay, otherwise it's not really going to be that great. You know, I could sell for 5%. Okay, it's still a decent profit. 5% is a profit. Even 2% is a profit. But if I sell for less than 1834, I'm making a loss. Now, how do we calculate the profit and loss? Say, for example, we sold at 2000. 0.00002 thousand. Okay? Simple. We take this guy. Remember how we calculated the profit and loss before? We take this guy, we divide the actual sell by the minimum sell, not the buy, remember, minimum sell. And then we can increase, wait. All right, I have done a miscalculation here. Someone saying, Techie, don't forget the dollar value in front of Binance fee cells. Dollar value? But these aren't in dollars. We are buying these in Satoshi, remember. The rate that you see here is always a Satoshi value when you're dealing with Bitcoin. It's not a dollar value. What have I done wrong here? Let's start again. Equals to how much we sold it for divided by how much we bought multiplied by 100. Holy shit. Okay, I don't know why it came up this time. What did we do last time? Equals to, let's go through this again, equals to this guy divided by minimum sell, which is who we want. What? So it's working this time, okay. So, we want to do those two, put them into brackets, because remember we want to subtract 100%, not 100%, 1. Okay, to give us a nice percentage number. And then there we go. If we sell for 0.00002, we made 9.06% profit on this order. Right. We have done a lot. I think we've been going on for almost 2 hours now. I know a lot of people have probably zoned out and zoomed out and have kind of gone, you know, that's enough, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do just quickly, we're going to have a quick recap. We came in here into Binance. We had a look at our account. Okay, we had a look at how to get your estimated value, i.e. the dollar value. That's actually an important thing, guys. I have an alarm set on my phone for exactly midnight, and every midnight, come rain or shine, come me driving or being in the cinema, wherever I am, I will always check and I will update my value at that time. Little bit annoying, maybe. Little bit excessive, maybe. But I like to do these things and keep them organized. So every midnight I have an alarm on my phone, it rings and it tells me go and update your balance. And I log into my account or I use my phone, I check the balance, I type it in here, and then I do the next one. Okay? That's what I do every single day. So I suggest if you want to track your daily performance, which is very, very good, you can do this and set an alarm. If you want to track your weekly performance, we're going to do weekly recaps all together anyway. So we're going to create a separate sheet like this, okay, for our weekly performance on how we're doing compared to where we want to get to. Okay, so we're going to have a target amount and how far off of our target we are. So we had a look here. We went into the exchange. we went into basic. We made some basic trades here. Okay, we came in with Litecoin. We sold our Litecoin. We went into another coin over here. Okay, we bought into BNB, the Binance coin, to reduce our fees. And we bought into Bitcoin to be able to trade with other coins. All of these coins here. Okay, so we had a look at what happens when you put in an order and your order history. We had a look at the charts over here. We didn't have a look at the trade history actually. Sorry guys. The trade history is basically whenever a trade happens on here, it just gets added into here. It's a historical thing of what actually happened. It can be a good idea sometimes to look in there and just get a rough idea. So for example, all of these are green. That's really interesting. Lots of people buying stuff. Okay, so we will go into this because there's another part which is called the depth chart. This is essentially, it looks a bit scary. It's like two mountains fighting each other. This is essentially all of the people who want to buy, and this is essentially all the people who want to sell. We'll go into that tomorrow. We don't want to go too long today. There's also the spread, which is a percentage of difference between the highest and the lowest numbers here. So we covered that. We spoke about very basically keeping track of our starting balance, okay, and how we're going to track our daily stuff. And again, you just put in your starting balance up here. Make that a little bit wider. Okay, you have these four columns: start, end, difference, profit and loss. Okay, every night you come in, this is if you want to do daily, and you fill in your end column. Okay, I'll just make one correction here. So every night you come in and you fill in your end column. This column here, you guys can see the calculation up there right now, and they're highlighted as well. Okay, so you can see C4 is in orange, B4 is in purple. Okay, and then you can see your profit and loss over here. Again, if I click into there, you can see what we're doing is we have a bracket where we are dividing these two by each other, and then we are removing 1, because if we do that, it's going to give us a 100% figure. We don't want a 100% figure. We don't want the total amount. We want just the profit amount. Okay, so we remove 1, which removes the 100%, and then that will give us our percentage of profit or loss. Okay, and then on the next line down here, we are telling this start for the next day is always equivalent to the end. You know, it's not going to suddenly go from this amount to an insane amount. When one day ends, another day starts. So that number there will always be automatic. If you guys have questions, start to prepare them, because there's always a little bit of a delay. So once I'm done covering the trade sheet, then we'll move on to questions, and maybe some guys in the server, if you guys want to say anything. So the trade sheet, again, is just to track each of our individual trades. We have a date column that we fill in with the date we buy a coin, the name of the coin, and the rate that we bought it at in Satoshi value. And remember, Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin, as per up here. Okay? Then the system will automatically calculate if we are using BNB for our fees, it's going to be 0.05%. Then you'll have this C3, the buy rate, multiplied by 1, because it's 100%, plus the fees. Okay? The second column is going to be the minimum sell. You never want to sell for less than this. So if you're going to make a profit, you're going to make a profit based off of this amount. This is equal to the minimum sell multiplied by 100% plus 5%. This one here, same thing, multiplied by 1% and then 10%. And then the actual price that we sold at, we can actually increase. There we go. Okay, the actual price that we sold at, and this calculation here now is going to divide the selling price by the minimum price, subtracting 100%, and that leaves us with our profit or our loss. If I sold this one here for 1642, oh no, sorry, not 1060. let me adjust that. I always forget this. 0.00001642. There we go. Minus 10%. All right. So, this is the tracking sheet. If you guys want it to be covered in a little bit more detail, we can maybe do that. There's still more features to be added into here, guys. This is the absolute bare minimum. You should see when you have graphs and you're tracking your overall averages and you're tracking your this and you're tracking your that, then things start to get complicated. But for now, we've just got the simple one. I'm going to read through now quickly. I don't see any questions on YouTube. Are you guys on YouTube still there? Hello? I'm going to have a look right now. Oh wait, wait guys, people are now saying I saw the Bitcoin price. What's going on, guys? Has everyone deserted me and kind of left me here right now? Oh,
we're here.
No. Oh god, okay. Yeah.
I'm still here with you, Techie.
Okay, guys, yeah. Yeah, I can understand why most people are silent right now. Okay, I'm just going to ignore the price of Bitcoin right now. For the sake of everybody. Pluto saying you put G38 instead of G3. Yep, thank you, bro. Nick was saying someone here should figure out how to pull from a Binance API key and autofill the sheet. Yeah, it's not as nice though. Nyquist, it's not as nice. When you have something that is so automated, it takes out a lot of your experience of doing it. A lot of your experience of just seeing and feeling like the actual work and tangible stuff behind it. You can have the best system in the world, which just comes in and just like tells you exactly what and how many and when and why and everything. But it doesn't beat you actually going in and realizing and putting in the number and being like, ah, I was like 2% off of selling it, 2 Satoshis off of selling it for 10%. Or something like that. So I prefer to do it manually. I do have a system which does some tracking, but trust me, the sheets are just so simple. It's unbelievable. Let's see, I need Google Sheets or not. Do you need to download? No, Google Sheets is in the browser. You don't need to do it. Excel is an actual desktop application, so you would need to do that. I prefer Google Sheets. You can have it on your phone. You can have it anywhere. The files are saved online. You don't have to worry about missing out on them. Blah blah blah. Great job, Joseph Vegas. Saying some profanities there. Jeff, awesome session. I learned how to use Excel. Great job. Congratulations, bro. I'm glad you learned it. There's a lot of good functionality in there. It really does help people to track things and to make sure that you're making good profits. Ferron saying, this is great, guys. Thanks. We'll catch up tomorrow. Time for bed. Good night. Nyquist coming in saying, I'm saying for the daily sheet, totally behind manually doing the individual trades. Yeah, for the daily sheet, actually, it could be nice that once a day it comes in and automatically downloads your amount. That would be nice. I haven't worked out how to do it yet. I've only ever done a little bit of light Google Sheets scripting for Google Sheets, guys, just for the programmers out there. In Google Sheets, you can come here and you can go into script editor and you can write a little program for your Google Sheet. And it can go and it can import stuff from APIs and it can do lots of great things. But I have never messed around with it really in a serious way. You're always welcome to do that if you are a programmer. And if you are a programmer and you have worked out a way of doing it, get in touch with me so we can share it with the community. That would be great. Silver Chris, many thanks for the first class. Really appreciate it. You did a great job. Thank you, sir. Joseph Vegas now coming in going, sorry, BTC dropping took me by surprise. Dude, I always say, in the market like this, keep a spare pair of underwear, man. Thank you for this, though. Looking forward to more. By the way, stay in BTC. All is low. Tomorrow goes up. It's a very good question, guys. My fellow team members in the server, those of you who are not currently glued to Bitcoin, should we buy into an alt tonight since BTC is so beautifully low and then everyone can kind of follow and maybe see a profit for tomorrow? What are your opinions?
I'd say put in like maybe 10% or so that way we can see an example of what would happen overnight if you were to leave a coin in there.
Okay. I'm currently looking. So guys, I did want to maybe say to you guys, you know, you can tonight I wanted to really kind of prepare in that we buy in some coins, but I don't want people to buy into coins without knowing what the coins are, what the coins are worth, you know, what the project is behind them. However, right now the market is really far down, and if you buy into a coin, the chances are that very quickly it will start to see some profit. So guys, those of you who've been watching the charts, what would you say would be, let's do a couple of coins and let's take them as examples.
EOS.
Okay.
XRP came up a little bit, but was down. It's all right. XRP potentially on the 1 hour.
Most of the coins are following Bitcoin trend right now, so
yeah,
they're all going to be like relatively the same.
Icon.
Neo's good too.
All right. I'm going to do 3 coins. So we had EOS, we had XRP, Icon. I'm not familiar with Icon. There. Sorry?
Might move EOS down the list there. It's 9% down today, but Icon and others are down more.
So Icon's a good one?
Yeah, right? Icon's down like 16% today.
What's the ticker? ICN?
ICX.
ICX. Okay, good thing you caught that one, huh?
All right, don't want to buy the wrong coin.
Yeah, let's not buy the wrong coin. Okay, guys, what we're going to do now, remember the rule, we buy on red and we sell on green. Right now, almost every single one of these guys is red, and man, I can already feel the computer getting a bit sluggish. Ooh, joy. I have far too many tabs open on my system. You guys have no idea. Okay, so let's look at WTC first. Anyone want to shout out a buy number? Anyone watching WTC?
WTC is at 0.028.128.
Okay. Let's see.
$24.65.
All right, so I would say, since the market is going down, guys, now, we're going to do these trades, okay? You don't have to. We're not giving you a signal, okay? What we are doing right now is we are taking advantage of a very down market, and we are buying into some coins which will go up, possibly tomorrow, possibly in the next few hours, okay? Okay. Someone just sent me a message saying, Mr. Techie, it's not your system. It's because it's not desktop. I have top tier connection and non-version is super laggy. Okay. So I guess this is how it normally is then. I'm gonna hedge a bet that this price is gonna drop a little bit more. What's Bitcoin at currently, guys?
$8,786.65.
It's practically free.
Yeah.
Oh,
so free.
Right, what we're going to do, guys, down here, I'm going to choose, I don't think Bitcoin's going to go that much more. These coins are all dropping because the primary coin, Bitcoin, is dropping in United States dollar value. So, I'm going to say that I don't think Bitcoin's going to drop that much further. I don't know what everyone else is. Guys, what's your opinions? Will Bitcoin go more?
If it does, not too much.
Okay.
Could possibly hit 8K support. But that's, in my opinion, that's a lower chance.
Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, is for now,
I would suggest to get into Icon soon if you're going to decide to buy it.
Okay, let me do that guy first. What would you say is a good buy on Icon?
Like right now.
Yeah?
6,200-ish Satoshi. It's gonna start turning green right now.
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna buy this right now. I'm going to click on 25% just to see approximately how many coins. I don't want to put in 25% of my value yet. I'm going to go in with, I'm going to take 30 ICX. Okay, I'm going to buy them at 62. I've only got a small order, and it could end up potentially being, and there we go, that order flipped up to there. So now if we buy, we're just buying from this guy. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to come down to 57. I want to buy 30. In fact, it looks like it's dropping a little bit more, dude.
That's fine. We'll be red for like maybe an hour, and then it'll go back up.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a really cheap price for Icon. I've been watching it since for a very long time.
Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to put it in at 52. Okay. So I'm going to put it in at 0006252. Just sounds like a nice number. I want to buy 30 ICX. Okay. And I'm going to click on buy. And now then you can see my beautiful order over here now. 30 ICX. Oh god.
Now it's moving up.
Did you guys just see what happened?
What happened?
Alright. Guys, if you do want to follow our trades, try not to go like exactly where we are. You can go a little bit above, you can go a little bit below. But if everybody groups up on one, then in a way it can kind of like adjust the market slightly. Okay, so we don't really want to just go in at exactly the same number. We're explaining to you why. Don't worry, if you don't want to place an order, just relax. We're going to go through tomorrow and explain how to calculate where to put in your orders. Okay. Yeah, dude, you were right. It's going up now. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next one. We put in our order and we trust it, and then we can move on. All right, XRP. Who's looking at XRP?
I was. It's I think it's probably about to go up too.
Okay, so XRP is about to go up too.
It's less certain than Icon though. Icon's definitely going up.
All right, so what we're going to do then is I can already see here there's a lot of movement. There's 30,000 over here. I don't like that number. It's too big for my taste. Okay, I'm going to go in at 9972. Again, I'm going to click on the 25%. It says 341. I'm going to buy 300. Total value of my order will be 0.02999 blah blah blah. I'm going to click buy. Oh shit, it was already at 0072 and our order is filled. Oh well. I'm doing it very close, guys, just so you guys can see how the orders are going through. All right, usually I would put it like way down here or like way up there. Okay, I normally wouldn't go this close, but I'm doing it just to show you guys. So we've done ICX, we've done XRP, and Walton. Is anyone watching Walton?
It's on a like, small green candle.
Small green. Why am I looking at the 1 day
on
chart?
On the 15-minute.
Yeah, I was looking at the 1 day chart wondering. I was like, oh, it's strange. It's not really moving. So right now then we have Walton is on a green. I'm not going to buy on a green. I'm going to buy on a red. So I have a choice. I can either leave it, okay, and come back another time and try and buy into it, or, and this is a key thing, or I can look at where it was. So it started around 28157. If you guys can see where my crosshairs are and the numbers moving up and down on the right hand side. It was about 28118 and it kind of went up to 28391. If it is going to go down a little bit, it would have to go down below this number, below 28137. It may potentially go down there, so I'm going to put in 28122. And again, I'm going to click on 25% just to get a nice round number. And then I'm going to say I want to buy, let's buy 9 Walton. Walton is the name of WTC. So now you see 28122. It's not even, where is it on here? 28.
Yeah, it's on there.
Someone's already done it. I'm trolling you guys. Okay, I'm going to sell right now. Guys, I'm going to teach you now a very valuable lesson. If you are smart and you know what you're doing, you will notice what I'm doing. Guys, I'm going to sell at 45. Sorry, I'm going to buy at 40. No, actually, I can't do this. It's too evil, isn't it? If I tell someone to sell at 45 and they follow it. All right, 28. Someone already did 122. 121 is taken. 120 isn't. I've noticed a nice little gap. This is what I like, gaps. Between here, 121, and the next one down is 60 Satoshi difference. I like that. So what do? I come slap bang in the middle. So I'm going to go 28091. And I want to buy 9 Walton. And then I click on buy. And now we see how many people copy this. Well, that's nice. Look, people started putting it around it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, that's great. That's perfect, guys.
Holy!
People putting it around it. Oh, someone came in at 9.3. I don't think that's from us. All right, guys. There we go. We kind of worked it out a bit. All right. So we have put in 3 buy orders right now. We put in for Walton. And if we scroll down, you can see our order here for Walton. 0% of it has been filled because nobody's bought from our offer. Okay. We put for ICX as well, 6252. Nobody bought. Let's have a look at how ICX is doing. 6252. 6252. Oh, wow, we're way off the chart now.
I told you.
All right, I'm going to cancel that. You can come here. If you want to cancel an order, because when you place an order, it reserves your funds. You don't have access to the funds. So I'm going to cancel that order. Okay. And I just want to get into this before it does go up too much. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to go, that guy's a bit high. He's a bit high, but he's big. Okay. The problem is we've got a big order up here for 4,521. And we got a order here. That guy's gone. Okay, there we go. So now we got a difference. We have 3.5 to 7.5. I'm going to do my same trick again. I'm going to go in about 5.5. And we wanted about 30 ICX. And I'm going to click buy. And there is our order right there, right between the 45 and 75. And let's see how many people come in. Okay. And then we can watch this and we can see how it goes. Now, let me just check a message quickly. Oh, shit. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff just told me that I'm still using the daily chart for some reason. Oh, okay. I was looking at the daily chart on everything again. Okay, this is just, guys, it's always important to switch back and make sure you're looking at the right charts. Guys, hold on for like 2 seconds. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds. I need to go and make a trade on my main account. Okay. Because shit is moving. I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. Alright guys, I am back. I just had to go and check a couple of things because it seems like obviously the market likes to make a major move once I am on mic. If you guys can hear me, just to make sure everything's back to working as normal, if you could just type that you can hear me, then that would be great. Right. Hello. Okay, we can move that out of the way now. There we go, we can hear you. Perfect, thank you guys. Right, so we have put in some orders now, okay? These ones, probably not likely that they're gonna get met now because the market is already moving. That's okay, we're not worried. The candles are green, you know, we're not gonna buy them when they're green. It's not really a wise choice, to be honest. So, what we can do for now, let's just close the extra charts up here. And let's come back to just one chart and look at the bottom here. What did we do? We bought XRP at this price. So what do we do, guys? Now we're going to come into here. We're going to type in XRP, put in the price, get rid of this actual sell. All right, every time I make a trade, I do this. I come into my sheet and I put it straight in. Okay, I bought it at that price. In order to sell it and cover my fees, I need to sell it at this amount to make 5% profit. I need to sell it at that amount to make 10% profit. I need to sell it at that amount. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to wait and see if these orders get filled. Okay. They may not get filled at all. We may be left here waiting for a long time. The market is very unpredictable right now, guys, which is why we're not going in and doing heavy trading. I don't want you guys to lose all your money. You know, you won't ever really lose all your money. You can lose a part of it, but you won't lose all of your money. So, what we're going to do then for the rest of the evening is that we will end it here. You guys can, the video will be available. I think it'll be available almost immediately, or I think YouTube might take a little while just to process it. And then we can, you can come back, you can rewatch it, you can recap, you can see if there's anything there. If you have questions, you can ask them right now in either the YouTube chat or on the Discord chat. If you asked a few minutes ago, guys, I'm sorry, but I may have missed out on your question, and just please retype it because it's very difficult to kind of look at the screen and the screen on the side and recap on anything. So if you do have a question, then please just let me know now. All right, let's see. I don't think we're actually going to meet this Walton order, so that will be interesting to come back tomorrow and review and see what happened and why it happened and why we didn't get any Walton. Andrew, I'm not going to be sharing the file. I would suggest that everyone goes through and makes the file themselves. It's a big part of the learning process to be able to understand how to go through and do the calculations and do the stuff yourself. It's very simple to do. It can take you as little as 3 or 4 minutes to get done. The video is recorded. You can rewatch it once, twice, 3 times. I cover each of the cells and I show them very, very clearly in the top, and you can just follow along and you can make them yourself. Yes, Andrew, I made it live on air. Okay, you can watch the recap then. You can watch the recap and you can catch up and see how it is. Let's see, are we going to keep the rest of the trading stack in USDT? Technically, our trading stack right now is in BTC. What are you guys holding right now? Aaron 50th Law, yeah, it's approximately 2.4, 2.3, something between 2 and 3% gain per day to reach our goal. That's our target on a daily basis. On a weekly basis, 22.5%, and on a 6-month basis, we want a crazy amount. So guys, what are you holding right now? Those of you who are with us, Ripple and Icon Also have a buy order for Walton. You're a joker, Wes. Stratus, BTC. Okay, is anyone in USDT? If you are in USDT, please type in I am in USDT. We've got someone else with Tronics. We've got ICX, XRP, DTC. BTC, all orders not filled. That's okay. TRX, Ethereum, and XRP. That's all right. Ripple and Icon. That's okay. All right, so it doesn't look like anyone is in USDT. If you are in USDT, okay, please go to the Discord server, right, when we end, and go down to the live trading, and be sure to be there. It's right at the bottom of the list of rooms. If you go all the way down, there's a live voice room, and there's a live discussion just above it, and then you can ask over there when a good time will be to, you know, buy into other coins and stuff. A lot of people have capacity, BTC, all candles are green. All right, guys. So I think you should pin a read only. Share your spreadsheet to the Discord chat so we can see your trades at any time. Ah, that's very interesting, actually. That's very, very interesting. We may end up doing that. For now, it's quite empty, but I think we can do that, and then everyone can see a historical amount of what trades we made and how much money we did and how, etc., etc. All right, guys. I think the fellow guys on the server. Are you guys still here? Maybe.
Yep.
Do you have any words you want to say or anything, or are you stuck staring at charts?
I believe that you covered a lot today. I believe this would be a good time to end. Yeah.
Okay. Grizz, are you there? Okay.
I think he said he'd be back.
Yep. Okay. So guys, I don't really see that many questions. I like the idea. Thank you, Poison Panty. Poison Panty? It's an interesting name. Poison Panty, thank you very much for the idea. I will have a look into that and we will pin it there. Those of you who are just on YouTube, if you want to join the Discord server, it's a great community. There's lots of chat rooms where you can ask questions. People can help you out. You know, you can ask for advice. I am there almost 18 hours a day, sometimes on voice, where, you know, you can type in questions and I can answer them there and then, and we can do everything like that. For now, though, we don't want to go in too risky, and, you know, I'm not going to say to you guys, okay, you need to buy everything, go. No, we're not going to say that. We're taking this easy. We got 6 months, and I'm not panicking. I'm not running crazy, because I know in this 6 months we can easily reach our target. All right. If I was stressed and I was worried that we weren't going to make it, I would be like, guys, we need to buy tonight. Make sure you don't have anything. We need to maximize profits. You need to go through and calculate the accumulation of everything, blah, blah, blah. No, it's cool. Let's take it easy. We're starting slowly. All right. And we're going to make lots of money, and we got to stay calm throughout the whole process. We got to keep a level head. Okay. So, that's it. I don't really actually see any more questions. So I'm going to bid you guys all a good afternoon, a good evening, or a good morning, and a good night. I think only Wes is left here with me right now. The other guys are probably off making some trades, and I don't blame them. It's actually an amazing time to make some trades. Charles May, yes, the video will be left on YouTube. And it will also be posted, a link will be posted in the Discord server for people who weren't able to catch up. And yeah, and that's it. Wes?
Yep.
Do you want to say good night?
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to our stream. And I bid everyone a good night and good morning and whatever time zone you're in. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys. And this one is just a very slow beginning. As we progress with the stuff, more and more people will be getting involved. I will be speaking less on occasions, and people who are more knowledgeable than myself will be talking to you guys and explaining things to you guys. So I hope you really, really enjoyed it. If you have, or you know people who are interested in crypto, and possibly want to get into trading, be sure to send them the link to this video, the link to the website, tell them about the server, get as many people involved as you possibly can. The more people there are, the better it is. And spreading knowledge is something that I'm very passionate about, which is why I'm essentially dedicating the next 6 months of my life to doing this instead of just trading all day. So your feedback and everything is very welcomed. I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to hear if you have any suggestions specifically. Maybe if there's any topics that you feel should be covered again or repeated or in a different or from a different angle, then by all means just send a message and we will try to do it. So, oh, Grizz just came back. Grizz, you want to say goodnight to everyone before we close the stream?
Oh, good timing. Yep.
Perfect.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for joining us on our journey. Like, we all really appreciate it, and we really look forward to making a lot of money doing this with you guys.
Yeah,
and we're gonna have a lot of fun too. So
yeah guys,
have a lot of fun.
Process.
Just wait till I start singing in the streams.
Yeah, be prepared.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna bid you all good night. Let me just make sure I have the right screen open now. Yes, I believe that is the correct one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and enjoy the rest of the evening. If you had not yet had a meal, please ensure you fill your bellies. Be back tomorrow for another stream. Good night, sweet dreams.